Welcome everybody. I can see we're all starting to join very slowly. I'll just make sure everybody's connected to audio and that we've got most of our guests in. Fantastic. So thank you so much to all of you for joining us today. It's very exciting. I'm very excited. It's one of my favourite parts of my job, the partner competition announcements in all of their forms, because it's a great opportunity to recognise all the hard work that you have all put in. It's a great opportunity to bring our partner champions together, and I love an opportunity to chat to those guys as well. But I'm so pleased that you've been able to join us for our partner competition announcements today. We're really incredibly pleased that you're all here to join us today. And over the past few months, we've had partner competitions from Asda, from SAP, from BIC and Enterprise Rent-A-Car, which have been based around topics which are really important to each of our partner organisations. Now, I've been blown away by all of the project ideas that have been on display and how you've adapted them to meet the needs of the partner competition applications, because there's been a really clear understanding, a really clear idea to how you're meeting the needs of your beneficiaries in your local communities. But for those of you who work best in numbers, if you head to the next slide, we've had over 100 applications for our teams, which is fantastic. Congratulate everybody that applied and have taken part in our insight days, in our roundtable discussions, in our design thinking sessions and our social media takeovers. We're going to move on to the main event, which is the announcements. So we're going to begin with SAP. So over to you, Lindsay, to introduce yourself and your partner competition.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Caroline. So yeah, hi everybody. My name's Lindsay Rowe. I've been at SAP just over 6 years now, and I look at a lot of our programs specifically around sustainability and purpose. I'm one of our core partnerships, which is Enactus. So I'm a board member for Enactus, looking at how we actually engage with other organisations, but also students across their network. This is actually our third competition that we've done in our partnership with Enactus, and I have to say the applications this year were by far the best that we've seen. I think especially for us, it's the fact that it's really now linking much more to technology for some of those applications, and it made it really hard for us as well, because we had, as you saw, very large numbers of applications. So our team of judges, so it wasn't me judging these ones. I'm getting to announce the award, but we actually got some of our industry and technology specialists to actually judge your applications. So they really have been read by quite a few people. But the feedback that we got from a lot of the individuals as well, who have been in the industry for many, many years, was the variety of the applications, and also how people were really trying to think about specific challenges that are very, very relevant to us right now, so everyone could really relate to it, but they're also pleased to see that it would link somehow to SAP. Now we got to the final stages, and Caroline's really aware of this, where we were deciding whether we shortlisted 5 or 6, and it was so close on all of the scoring that we have decided to go forward with 6 teams as part of it. So I think I'm right. You want me to name all of them before we do any clapping, so I will do that, and then maybe I'll just start clapping so you definitely know when to come off mute. So without further ado, here's the results for the SAP competition. So we have Caring for Colchester from Enactus Essex, Glow Cycle from Enactus Durham, Anti-Knife Crime from Nottingham Trent, The Digital Bridge from Enactus York, Seeds for Thought from Enactus Southampton, and Project Lily from Enactus DMU. So you can now clap or come off and celebrate.
Yay, congratulations. Woo!
So thank you to everyone that applied. As I said, it was really difficult for our judges, but when it really got down to it, this was the 6 teams that really stood out for us. So thank you for taking the time. I know it's a really busy time for you guys, and we just loved all the projects.
Thank you, Lindsay. No, I really appreciate that. And I can see lots of little clapping emojis, which is amazing. Please feel free to use the chat. We want to see lots of congratulations. We want to see lots of woos. So don't forget that is also an option there. It's great to see everyone engaging. But on to our next partner competition. So Claudia, I will pass across to you.
Thanks, Caroline. So, hi everyone, I'm Claudia from BIC. I'm the category manager for stationery, and I also head up the BIC UK and iLab partnership with Enactus UK. So as BIC, we've worked with Enactus for 4 years now, and I've been personally involved in the last 2 years. And it's been incredibly rewarding, and I'm super excited to be here today as well. So just a little bit of background. For many years, BIC has been committed to helping achieve the UN SD goal number 4, which is to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education to promote lifelong learning and opportunities for all. At BIC, we believe that education is a fundamental right and an essential to personal development. And our sustainable goal is writing the future together, which aims to improve the learning conditions of 250 million children globally. And this is through helping them succeed in their education by providing them with improved learning conditions and also promoting developmental benefits of handwriting. With that being said, we also work very closely with our corporate foundation, and their mission is to drive access to high quality education programs for all. And within a recent shift to focus on building creative skills. So our programs directly enable and empower our participants to build stronger and more inclusive and more creative communities, while inspiring and equipping our children and young adults to make their mark on our world. And we are very, very passionate about improving access to education, because unfortunately 258 million of school-age children globally don't go to school, which means that they never get a chance to acquire fundamental skills like reading, writing, and also basic maths. And in 2020, this has become even more important as the COVID-19 pandemic meant that the schools were closed temporarily. This has in turn impacted more than 91% of students worldwide, with 1.6 billion children and youth being out of school. It means that never before have so many children been out of school all at the same time, and it's disrupted the learning and lives, especially of the most vulnerable and marginalized communities. So while this is really, really important, BIC and BIC Corporate Foundation are extremely proud to continue the partnership with Enactus UK, to encourage you to develop projects which increase access to inclusive and equitable quality education. God, that's a mouthful. And this year we've challenged the Enactus UK students to harness the power of creativity to drive change. So you are all encouraged to develop projects which empower young people from underserved communities to use creativity for a better, more sustainable world. And I'd like to announce, first of all, 10 highly commended projects. So it's been really difficult to pick out the top projects out of all of the applications we received. You should all be extremely proud of yourselves. And the highly commended projects this year are Cardiff Met with Heroes Haven, Salford Ride It Out, Sussex Revive, Liverpool Pursuit Academy, Sheffield On Target. The next are the top 5 who will receive, who will present their projects to BIC in January for a chance to win additional funds and 1-year mentorship with us. So the winners are UWE with PAVE Key Stage 1 workbooks, NTU with Mrs. Oak's Storytelling Club, Leeds Trinity Recreation, Aston Rising Stars, and LSE Abundance Cycle. Woo! You should all be really proud of yourselves.
Congratulations. Thanks so much, Claudia.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Caroline, I wonder if you just wanted to just reiterate the difference between the highly commended and the winners, just to make it super duper clear.
Of course. So you'll be pleased to know, if your name was just mentioned, if your project name was just mentioned, you are all going to receive funding, because BIC just couldn't choose a top 5 because you were all incredible. So what they've done is they've given the highly commended £200 each to really impact your project, you really want to accelerate that impact and give you that seed funding. The top 5, however, you are also going to receive that £200, but you are going to be invited to a presentation in January, the details will be sent shortly, to give you an opportunity to receive even more funding, but also to get 3 of you will be able to receive the 1-year mentoring with Vic, which is an incredible opportunity. And I know from last year, if you speak to last year's winners, they found it invaluable. So really well done to all of you there. Pass over to Katie to let us know about the ASDA competition.
Thank you, Caroline. So my name's Katie Forley and I look after future talent at ASDA. So that involves all of our entry-level recruitment, but also our community outreach and engagement, and that is through partnerships such as Enactus. So a little bit about our partner competition. It's actually quite timely because we'd just redone our community strategy by the point that we were thinking about our partner competition. And it was all about how we could use the spaces and places in and around our ASDA stores to really bring people together and contribute towards community wellbeing. So obviously ASDA is a household name. We're one of the largest supermarkets in the UK. And you know, we know that we've got a really unique opportunity to actually make a real difference to the communities that we serve, and to add value to the lives of our customers. So we, you know, for most of you will know, we held an Insight Day last week, which was, just great fun for everyone involved. And you will have heard about our community strategy, which is really focused on the kind of spaces and places element and building community togetherness at a time in which the availability and accessibility of public spaces such as, you know, libraries and community centres, a lot of them are closing or are under threat. So ASDA kind of recognised that without these spaces together, it is quite hard for people to come together and, you know, become active and develop their own sense of community capacity, which is really why it's at the forefront of our strategy. So our challenge for you guys as Enactus teams was really to think about how you can make a real difference in the areas that you live in. So we wanted you to think locally, but to identify how your teams can really kind of transform places in your local communities to better support the people that live there, the people that work there, and to really build that community resiliency, which is so important. So as well as gaining grant funding, we've also given you groups an opportunity to get space to house your projects. So whether that is kind of in one of our stores or in an outdoor area that we secure through our foundation team. So there's a lot up for grabs in terms of what we want to offer. So if we could go on to the winners, please, Caroline. And the winners are, so we've got Bangor Reach Out, Durham Glow Cycle, Leeds Trinity Recreation, Manchester Next Step, Greenwich Be Sustainable, and Loughborough Unity. So within this group, I think we're touching so many different areas of the community, which is something that we absolutely loved. But I'd just like to say to kind of all the teams that attended our Insight Day, you did, you know, absolutely amazing. The pictures were just so impressive. But for us, these are our kind of 6 shine outs, and we can't wait to kind of work with you and really get these projects off the ground. So yeah, well done, guys. Do a clap.
Well, congratulations. I literally was
so
checking
much.
through all of your faces in there. It was great to see, like Menak from Greenwich. I don't think I've ever seen somebody smile so wide. So
Well done,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank
fantastic.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great. So I know we are just finishing with one more of our announcements, and that is the Enterprise VP Business Engagement. And Claire, our partner champion from Enterprise, can't join us today, so you have the next best thing, which is Amy.
I'm not sure I am the next best thing, but I will try my very best. Obviously, it is not Claire on the screen, it is me, Amy from Enactus UK, who is announcing this. And I know many of you might have joined us last night on our festive quiz, so may have already seen this announcement, but we also wanted to give it the time of day in our partner competition announcement today, as it's very exciting how many people we've already been impressed with across the course of the year so far. So for those of you who don't know, the VPE Business Engagement Award with Enterprise and the partner competition is a little bit different, because it's about an individual's kind of experience and development across the year versus a team and a project. Now, Enterprise are one of our core Enactus partners and have been a partner of Enactus for nearly 15 years, so really have been involved for a long time now. And something that they really heavily invest in is the business coaches and the VP mentors that they support Enactus with over 65 volunteers supporting us from Enterprise, which is phenomenal. Now, something that they are really interested in is how you as individuals are really developing in your roles, and in particular the VPE, as they recognise the importance of business engagement, of that connection, and also supporting our Enactus students to really develop that skill to support our other partners as well, and really kind of build that network of people around them. So far this year, we have embarked on many different VPE challenges, from having Instagram takeovers, and the one from Surrey, I think I've seen Yuveshi on the call today, but the reel from Surrey was fantastic. We have had, as well as that, we have had sales for the festive quiz, so registrations as well. We've had all sorts, and it really kind of goes to show the creativity that Enterprise really put in and the effort they put in to really help and develop our students. Now, looking at the standings and the engagement of our VPs across the year, Enterprise have made the decision to award some of our VPs some funding at this early stage to really invest in them in supporting their infrastructure in creating more business engagement opportunities. Now, as I said, this was announced last night, so hopefully it won't be too much of a surprise. You might have already seen it on Instagram and other social media platforms, but we have the following winners who we wanted to commend for their fantastic achievements so far this year. So without further ado, the winners are Plymouth with Megan Dyer, Tara, who I've seen on the call from Southampton, Lessica from DMU, Lefkey from BCU, Stephanie from Loughborough, Amy from Leeds Trinity, and Yuveshi from Surrey. So congratulations to the, I think that's 7 of you. Again, Enterprise couldn't pick a top 5 because you're all so fabulous. This is not the end of the VPE competition though. This is just the halfway point. So it is still all to play for. You are all still in the running if you're a VP or you have a VP for your team. So please do get involved in the challenges. If nothing else, they're just really fun. We've tried to make them as creative and as fun as possible for you all. So definitely something for you to get involved in. So I think, Caroline, that is everything from the Enterprise announcement. Back to you.
Thank you very much, and a huge congratulations to all teams involved. I really hope that you make the most of this incredible opportunity to engage with our partners, utilise their knowledge to help you take your projects to the next level. In terms of next steps, I will be in touch tomorrow in regards to the presentations, what you can expect to hear next. So please do look out, excuse me, look out in your emails for that one. So don't let it slip by. There'll be important information in there. And I know we have Christmas coming up, but let's use this incredible atmosphere on the call as a launch pad, really. Like, let's use this momentum to really propel us into the new year, make some incredible impact.
Thank you very much. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.